Yeah, Enigma in the house. My man J-Span, Titan Studios. It's called From the Heart. Keeping it real is what all this song's about. Never selling your soul. Always staying true to yourself. Alright, yeah. Check it out. Money, cars, but we'll never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money, cars, but we'll never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the start. Man, money, cars, but we'll never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money, cars, but we'll never.
And of course, welcome back to your favorite weekly sports show, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, it is ITC Sportsball, and I am your man Jerome Span. Of course, ITC. Hey, that's right. You just wait your turn. You wait your turn, sir. I start this out. You wait your turn, okay? But yes, pretty face on ITC, and as Mase and Daryl want to call me today, a pimp named Slipback. That's right. Say the whole thing every time, okay? And of course, we are here with the regular sports ball crew. We have got that hot take spitter, the man who rips like Dylon spits. He is the modern day Ali of the microphone. He is that man.
Hey, you know, it's your boy Mase. We back, got some more hot takes. We ready to go.
And of course, he's still sitting on his cowboy high over there. You know, his team ain't lost since week 1. So, you know, he over there extra high. And we're going to talk about one of our homeboys getting in the news down there saying crazy stuff. Because we know he be watching the show and supporting the show. He know who that is. We're going to get there, though. We're going to get there. But, of course, we have got ITC's resident troll. He is that man that sees a fire going and he says, I got this gasoline, gunpowder, and bleach. What's happening? Let's get this party going. He is that man, Daryl.
Where's your goblet at? You are fake pimp. Where's your goblet at?
Hey, my goblet right here, bro. Right here. This is where my goblet at. Right here. It's full of coffee.
There ain't no jewels on that. There's no jewels around it. So, hey, where's that fake ruby at?
Listen, man, I got to go holler at Magic Wand and them boys, dog, and get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? I got to get mine, dog. Didn't you know? But, of course, we are back this week to give you all of our thoughts on all the hot sports stories and just regular stories that come out during the week. So we might as well get this train rolling. And, of course, we have to start with some of the craziness from last week's games. There were quite a few roughing the passer calls that were very questionable, and then there was quite a few that weren't even called, where it was the tackles were arguably more violent than what were the ones that were flagged, like on Tom Brady, right? Again, we're seeing problems with the referees over and over, missing calls, blowing calls like that. At what point, Mase, do we all just demand as fans to say that all these calls need to be reviewable? If a coach wants to throw a flag and review it, it should be reviewed.
Well, the NFL put out a statement on that. They were like, according to our rules, quarterbacks are defenseless players, and that's not going to change. So pretty much so it does need to be reviewable, but
all they did was double down. That's all they did. They just doubled down knowing they was wrong.
So now they're just it's basically up to the referee's discretion on whether or not they want to call roughing the passer on any quarterback hit. I mean, that's basically where we're at right now. So for that to not be a review, it shouldn't even come down to like a challenge. Like it should just legitimately be a reviewable call. Like it should just be reviewed. If you're going to stop the game for a penalty, you might as well stop the game to review whether or not that roughing the passer call was legit, because defensive linemen, the D tackles in general, are 300 plus. You're asking a 300 plus man to be nimble enough to not land on a quarterback after he just had to fight through another 300-pound man to get there?
It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Daryl, you as a guy that I know, you know, if you see a good line, you like to take your opportunities to make smart bets, right? So as a guy in that situation, how do you view all of this, knowing that some of these could end up costing you your bets in the end?
You got the potentials of injuries. You got, just add a new flag. Make it orange. Just be like a reviewer, like he just throw the orange review flag up or like something like that. Like throw another thing, another wrench in the system because you really. It's like
wait, do you have I don't mean to cut you off. So you think that the red flag is like too angry and like confrontational? So we need to change the color of the flag to like orange.
No. You keep
just a separate flag, like a whole new flag. Where the ref just throws out the orange just so he can review the play after it's over with.
Okay.
It's throw like an orange. Like it's not.
We're not sure if there's a penalty, but there might be. So we look into it. You know what I'm saying?
We all about. This is the thing. We're all about like player safety in football in the NFL. They want to talk about all these concussions and all this other stuff. Like why don't we like have extra protection for the quarterback? I bet the insurance.
Huh? Why don't we? We already got extra protection on the quarterback. What, Daryl? You gonna stop trying to get me going this morning? You know, doggone well. Look, I blame two quarterbacks in particular for the rules being what they are right now: Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady's the reason that you can't go low on a quarterback no more, and Aaron Rodgers is the reason you can't land on top of a quarterback anymore. Because them dudes got hurt by those means, and now all of a sudden we changed the rules. Every other quarterback in the history of the game before this, it was fine for. Look, the Tom Brady one, I get. I always thought it was weird guys going low. But the Aaron Rodgers, you want a 300-pound man coming full speed to be able to, let me drive my shoulder into this dude, wrap him up, take him down, but in the process of going down, dive out of the way like Superman and hopefully put him on a bed of roses so he don't hurt himself.
Did y'all see the skit where Kevin Hart was on ESPN and he was teaching him how to sack the quarterback? hey, when they picked him up, he's like, "Oh, don't set me down yet. Down the pillow. Get a blanket."
Remember, I need a whole blanket. Okay, I need a blanket, a pillow, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then he need a bedtime story read to him too.
That's basically where we at right now, because it's ridiculous, bro. Because even like roughing the pass, like even when dudes like swipe at the quarterback's throwing motion, if you get too close to the helmet, flag. What?
Yes. Don't get close to my head.
That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous, bro. Like you're at this point, you are literally, as a referee, changing the outcome of the game, because a lot of these offenses are too good to give them an extra 15 yards when they on a third down or a 2nd and 10, a 2nd and 8. Just slide them an extra 15 yards and a new set of downs. Like, come on, man.
Hey, he didn't choose his body to get close to that helmet. Let's get serious right now. It was a whole mental choice for you to get close to that helmet to give me an extra 15.
Get out of here,
man.
While we on the subject of penalties, I saw this come up about changing the pass interference to just a flat 15 instead of
a spot foul.
Yeah, spot foul. How do we feel about that one? I feel like a 15 would be solid.
No.
I don't know, man, because
I mean, I understand the end zone, get it at the 1. Cool.
Here's the problem with that, right? Then that incentivizes the DB that's been beaten to just pass interference all the time, right? Because it doesn't matter where you are in the field, right? If a guy beats you 30 yards down the field, right, and then you finally get to catch up with them as the ball's coming and you just push him down, well, you're not giving up 30 yards then. You're only giving up the 15. So, yeah, I don't think that that's a good balance. Like,
abuse that.
Our smart coach will say, "Hey, dog, if you really that beat and you know he about to get in for 6, you better just dive at his legs and take him out before he getting the ball, because we'll take that 15. We're not taking 6 on the board, though."
Everybody become Ric Flair and doing chop blocks on everybody.
Wow. Why you got to bring in the nature boy like that, bro? What did he do? What did he do to... Well, ain't nobody out here wheeling and dealing, jet flying, Rolex. Ain't nobody doing none of that.
Hey, I don't know. I think Travis Kelce might be doing it, though. Boy,
Hey.
you get 4 touchdowns and with less than 30 yards, baby. You know what I'm saying? You out there wheeling and dealing. You know what I'm saying? Stealing everybody, lady, baby. You know what I mean? You doing everything. You jet flying.
Man, I'm going
Rolex
to.
wearing, jet flying, limousine riding, son of a gun.
I'm telling you, hey, he all of that right now, all of it. But can you imagine that, Mase? Right? Think about it. They had to work extra hard on a lot of them drives, right? A lot of those drives that Kelsey scored on, they were matriculating the ball down the field. They were like 12-play drives. But you know how good it's got to feel for that man where it's like, yeah, hey, y'all got us down here. Let me get them touchdowns. Hey, and I just want to say, whoever that is on the Raiders, I forget who it is. But on the one where Kelsey cut back and, you know what I'm saying, stiff arm my man and put it in his own, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed of yourself.
Why should he be embarrassed?
I'm going to tell you like this. If there's any time you want to double team Travis Kelsey, it's in the red zone. Like, I get it. Their scheme doesn't really allow you to double team him in the open field because you're pretty much asking for somebody to run open behind him. But in the red zone, come on, man. That just seems dumb. I don't know, an inside outside type of deal, you know, just put an extra 1.5 eyeballs on them or something like something.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I am any defensive coach and I'm playing the Chiefs, you're gonna have to beat me with somebody else besides Travis Kelsey. I don't give a damn. Look,
hey, Juju gonna have to he gonna have to Juju gonna have to
what's
kill
his Valdez Scantling,
Sky Moore,
Cole
Hardman. They gonna have to beat me.
One of them boys gonna have to get 4 touchdowns because I'll be damned if I'm giving up 4 touchdowns to Travis Kelsey. Okay, I ain't no. Absolutely not. I refuse. How you give up 4 touchdowns to their best receiving threat when you know it's the red zone? You know the ball's going to him. That's who Patrick. Look, even when he had Tyreek Hill, when they got in the red zone, he was throwing to Kelsey. You know what it is.
Big Yeti, baby.
Possibilities.
Hey, nah. You're going to have I'm done. Look, I'm going to do it old school too, man. So I'm not even going to try and like disguise it or nothing. I'm going to say, Patrick, I don't think any of these other guys can get open one-on-one. We putting a man on the inside and outside of Kelsey. Good luck to you, fella. Because we double jamming you at the line, and we're going to make sure that you ain't running no routes. Valdez Scantling, you better route somebody up. Because
I also say, hey, Nicole, earn your paycheck, player, because Kelsey ain't getting nothing down here.
Not a now nutter.
I go 1 high safety on. I just go 0 just because I'm doubling Kelsey.
1 high. I told you. No. We ain't doing that, Mase. No. Double team on him. Okay. And then everybody else in coverage. Everybody else is in coverage with their man. We double teaming Travis Kelsey all day, though. Ain't nobody getting no. One of them dudes going to have to route me up. Okay. I'm not having Travis Kelsey sit here stiff arming my dudes as he pissed down his leg and then walk into the end zone like, nah, bro, it's not happening today. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. I refuse. But totally got us a little sidetracked there talking about all that. So, including in last week's games, there were quite a few big ones, quite a few very big performances actually that we had. So I just want to give shout outs to one person in particular. And the only reason I'm bringing him up is because I am going to say it right now. He is the best receiver in football. Justin Jefferson routed my Bears up over and over. We could talk about that Thursday game in a minute, right? But when we played them on Sunday, he was routing up all of my corners over and over and over. That is the best receiver in football, bar none. I don't care what anybody else says. You can tell me it's Devontae. You can give me, I know some people are still going to tell me D-Hop. You can give me whoever you want to do. You can tell me Jamar Chase, whatever. Here's my answer to you. Wrong. You're wrong. The best receiver in the game is Justin Jefferson.
Hey, Jetta said he was coming for that triple crown, bro, and everything that he showed me thus far says he's going to get it, dog.
Best receiver in the game, bar none.
Hey, listen, the baton has to be passed eventually. And my man said, my man tracked everybody down and took it from him.
if we're being honest, this is the first time in a while that a young dude is that guy. Normally, it's guys that are
years
closer
8,
to 30 than he is.
yeah, year 7, year 8, they claim that title.
JJ is the best one.
What, he's in year 3?
Yeah. Year 3.
He ain't even got his paycheck. He ain't even got his payday yet.
Look, if we're being fully honest, right? We talk about his age. He doesn't even fully have his whole man body yet.
No, he does not.
He can still add on more strength and speed at this point. He's still young enough. So look, man, if y'all ain't caught on yet, JJ is that dude. You want to talk about a receiver that's Himothy? That's him. He is Himothy himself. That's why Kirk Cousins looks like he can play this year, y'all. It ain't because Kirk Cousins is good. It's just because he got JJ.
Yeah, they have schemed him getting the ball a hell of a lot more.
Oh yes. But we got to move forward here because we got to get through some stories. But of course, we have to give you our weekly Brett Farve update. And this one's going to be relatively quick, people, because Brett Farve is out here. And the only reason I'm saying it's quick is because we already know what he's saying is patently a lie. So we don't even have to ask whether it's a lie, right? Brett Farve over this last week has decided to come out and now say that he had no idea that the money was being stolen from welfare. He doesn't even know how welfare works. He's just an old football guy. Well, Brett Farve, here's the problem, my boy. The text messages showing that that's not true have already came out. So that's a lie. I just want to say, how stupid do you think we are, Brett Farve? Like, why are you looking at everybody else, Brett Farve, saying, is you dumb or is you stupid, when you the one that we should be asking, is you dumb or is you stupid? Because, my boy, we have the text messages.
Hasn't everybody else involved in this already pled guilty?
Pretty much. Well, not everyone. There's
but like the
people
two, like
major
a few welfare officials during the time that this would have been going, they've already pled guilty.
Well, I believe it's been 3 officials that were working for the government, and then I believe it was the lady that they were actually facilitating the money through her charity. They've all already flipped. So again, I don't know how Brett Farve has got here talking about well, guys, I didn't know that's where the money came from. Nobody was telling me.
That's like the crazy thing to me, bro. You're Brett Farve, you're rich, you in commercials, you got gold bond or not the gold bonds, the Copperfit. Yeah, you got Copperfit, bro. Like,
remember Shaq took over everything gold bond. They got the man out there.
Yeah, bro. You got Copperfit. Like, come on, Brett.
We might got it all wrong. We're thinking in a non-rich situation. You gotta come up with these great rich excuses.
I don't know what he got going on, bro. But there's no way that he didn't know. On top of the fact that, like, bro, you're already rich. If you wanted to donate 5 million, 10 million, that's a tax write-off, bro. You ain't got to pay no taxes no more for the rest of the year. You didn't pay all your taxes right there. Come on, Brett. I ain't even rich, and I know if you donate that much money, you probably ain't got to pay taxes.
Look, our country literally sets it up for right now, where it's like, if you rich, you can stay rich and keep getting richer. So I don't understand why he thought it was a good idea ever to steal from the poorest people in our country, because that's wild. But then again, if you know anything about Mississippi, it doesn't surprise me that someone the ilk of Brett Farve thought that he could just get over on the poorest people in his state. So regardless, that's our weekly Brett Farve update. Again, he's just showing how much of a clown he is over and over. But we have to move to the other story in the NFL that came out this week. And boy, oh boy, is this a big one. Mase, Daniel Snyder has been reported to have hired private investigators to get dirt on all the other owners, including your man's Jerry Jones. How does this play out, Mase Long?
Bro, Jerry been going to bat for this man for so long. Like, listen, dog. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other owners in the NFL where you can like kind of get over on Jerry.
What wasn't Jerry the one that literally came out in the press when everybody was trying to pressure him about the name change? He was like, "We can't force that man to change his team's name." Wasn't he the one? Like, wasn't he the one vocal owner?
Yeah, Jerry was like, "Hold on, bro, you can't like that's his. You can't make him change his stuff." Jerry, listen. You could have got over the guys in Jacksonville. You could have got over the McNairs, maybe, who knows? You could have came at any other owner. You decided to go after Jerry Jones, bro. Jerry Jones don't even let his players speak freely in the press. You think he gonna let this ride?
Let's ride.
You know, hey, let's bring up the best points you made to me earlier this week, though, Mase. Jerry Jones hid a whole secret kid from us for like 30 years. You think he about to let Daniel Snyder mess up his life?
Yeah,
no,
like facts. We found out Jerry had a secret kid, just one. He probably got more. That's just the one that decided she didn't want the money. Found out he had a whole secret kid that's like 40-some years old now. 30s, something like that. Like, come on, man. If he can hide a kid, you don't think he can't take out Daniel Snyder for trying to blackmail him? Come on, man. Jerry got that oil money. Boy, you know what you can do with that oil money?
Here's the difference. Here's the biggest difference for me between Jerry and Daniel Snyder, right? Jerry Jones is a man that made his empire. Daniel Snyder was handed his. Jerry Jones ain't gonna let nobody mess his empire up, dog. And at this point, I think this was one of the ultimate cutting off your nose despite your face moves for Daniel Snyder. Because for anybody that's been paying attention, right? Look, realistically, people have been talking about getting Snyder out in the media and stuff for over 10 years at this point because he's been such an atrocious owner, right? After all that, the owners in the league, the other guys, the guys that you just hired PIs on, right? They were all like, "Nah, bro, you can still keep your team," even though there was allegations that you was literally skimming off the bottom line. They were still like, "Nah, bro, you can keep your team." After all of that happens, you're like, "I'm hiring PIs and getting dirt on all of y'all. I'm putting cases on all of y'all." Like, yo, Daniel Snyder, if you wanted to lose your team, this was the way to do it, my man. This was the way. Because now, if you know anything about super rich guys, they don't like being backed into a corner and being held hostage or being told, "Listen, you're gonna bend to my will, otherwise I'll expose this." They'll go around and expose it themselves before they let you hold them hostage. So, Daniel Snyder, best of luck to you. You're probably gonna end up losing your team now, because now them Fed investigations and stuff that they was protecting you from. Good luck, my boy. Look, man, being for real, like he literally was. What was alleged is an illegal business practice that is literally crazy level fraud. They were protecting you from that because it's the boys' club. Even though they don't like you, they were still like, "Look, you still a member of the club. That makes the rules apply to you too." But you was like, "Nah, bro, I'm gonna get dirt on all y'all." You a dummy, Daniel Snyder.
That just don't make no sense. Like you say, cut your nose to spite your face, man. Like, for what, man? Why would you're literally in the best ownership group in the world. Like, come on, man. These group of people will let you do all kinds of illegal dirt and not say a thing, because if you get in trouble, then all the eyes are gonna be turned on them. Mm-hmm. And they were just like, "Hey, bro, it's the block a little hot for you right now. So just stay in the highs, and we'll smooth it over." And this man kicking the door down. "What's happening? I'm out here." What?
That's what I'm saying, man. Daniel Snyder, when in a couple of years here, when we're talking about a new owner of the Washington Commanders, Mase, it's all going to come back to this. It's all going to come back to Daniel Snyder cutting off his nose to spite his face, because you know how he is. Like, we've seen, he's super petty, right?
Yeah.
Like he's super, super petty. So at some point, some of this information is probably going to come out when he doesn't start getting his way and they don't start treating him better. And they all look at him like, get out of my face, right? So best of luck to you, buddy. Best of luck, because that was not very smart, bro. Like why would you do that? I don't even understand.
That don't
man.
make no
Stop to
sense,
get it.
bro. That just don't make no sense, the dog. Like these
You
dudes
have
are
the
literally
protection of the
going
boys
to
club.
they literally going to bat for you, bro. Like
And he like, nah, bro. Y'all didn't come out here and say I was the greatest ever. So I'm gonna take all y'all. I'm putting cases on all of y'all.
hey, boy. That boy going out like Nino Brown, baby.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's terrible. We're moving forward here, though. We don't want to get caught in the mud. Got to give a shout out to our man Greg Popovich out here because NBA season is getting ready to ramp up here and everything. We're already in the preseason for those that haven't been paying attention. But old Greg Popovich held it down again when he came out on Columbus Day, and he thoroughly reminded people we should not be celebrating this man because he is a genocider, okay? And I appreciate Greg Popovich because this dude comes out here and speaks his mind every day. And don't care how your feelings feel about it. He
Greg
just speaks the
Popovich
truth.
and Steve Kerr, them boys have a lifetime subscription to the cookout.
Hey, bro, you can come to mine anytime you want. Pop, you always
Anytime.
invited. Always.
Lifetime subscription, bro. Even your kids can come.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it is refreshing to see dudes in a position of power to be like, nah, bro, we just gonna speak the truth out here. I don't need to sit here and worry about these people's feelings. I'm just gonna speak the truth. So appreciate you over here, Pop, because you know what I'm saying, there's not enough people in your position that are like, hey, nah, bro, we gonna just speak the truth. Everybody's always worried about their job and their next check. So it is nice to see that for sure, for sure. But each and every week, ladies and gentlemen, we have things that drive you a little bit crazy, right? And so we take you deep into the mind of a madman each and every week to let you know what's been driving him a little bit crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mase's Madness.
Listen.
Oh shit, the lights went red. And it's a dark red too.
There are a lot
It's
of
called maroon.
Shut up.
there's a lot of things there's a lot of ways I could go here, man. Like there's so many things that just you got Marjorie Taylor Greene out here telling people that they can't get married to the same sex for her marriage is openly being deteriorating in the public eye. I could have went there. We got Herschel Walker slapping out fake deputy badges, proclaiming he's a police officer. On top of telling the state
of a cereal box and then brought it on stage.
on top of telling the state of Georgia who had that he doesn't care about their access to insulin. I could probably came up here and trashed Herschel Walker for a while, but I ain't gonna do that. Talk about Kanye and his White Lives Matter shirt, Coon Daddy and Captain Coon. What's her name? Candace Owens. Yeah. That's Captain Coon.
Captain Coon.
Could have talked about her. She had a black moment recently where she went to the hospital and got treated like a black person and lost her mind because of it. Could have talked about that. But listen, this month, can't none of that bring me down. Because we have been given a small slice of heaven. We've been given back all the great, excellent shows. My hero came back this month. I needed it. Listen, bro. They finally gave us Chainsaw Man. Mappa out here just sliding us one excellent animation after the other. You love to see it. The Hunter x Hunter manga's coming back next week. I'll finally get to see how it ends. Hype. Bruh. Listen. Bleach. Bruh. That touched my soul right there, bro. Like, I've been waiting for like 5 years to finally get this arc animated, and they finally gave it to me. And episode 1 cleansed my soul of all the hatred that I was gonna bring on this show today. About 3 minutes in, my boy Ichigo slides in there, and he just that bond kite hit. So, oh my god, oh man, I needed that. I needed it. Oh man, I needed that, bro. Everything else is just like I said. You can't bring me down this month. There's so many good things going on that you just can't bring me down with none of that trash. I got anime to watch. I got anime to read. I got excellence at my fingertips. Are you trying to bring me down with Captain Coon? Not this month. Can't do it. I'm on cloud 9, baby. Bleach taking me there. Chainsaw Man taking me there. One Piece Final Saga's taking me there. You can't do this to me this month. I got too many good things going on right now to allow Herschel Walker to bring me down. I'm just not having it. This is just man, I can go down the list. Like, those are just the kind of the ones everybody. I mean, I could Spy Family, I could bring you season 2, I could bring you all kind of goods. Like, this is just October's just been a great month for anime, and I'm here for every piece of it. Every bit of it. I needed it all. Black Clover recently came back. They're about a month in. Like, I needed every piece of this. Oh man. So good. I ain't got nothing to be angry about today.
Fair point. Fair point. But that, ladies and gentlemen, was a trip deep into the mind of a madman. That was Mase's Madness. But of course, we have to move forward here, and we have to talk about the whole situation that happened before we get to our NFL picks this week with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. We weren't on last week. For those that don't know, I got married last week, so I took the weekend off. So if you're mad at us for missing us last week, just be happy and be like, that's your wedding present. You were happy for us to. I got to take a week off. So be happy. All right. Don't be a hater your whole life. Again, if you are a hater, don't
be like me.
Don't be like Daryl. Just make sure when you go to rate us, you rate us 5 stars instead of 4 stars. Because if you rate us 4 stars instead of 5 stars, I'm going to say you're a hater for the rest of your life. Because you know you love being here with us each and every week. But we got to talk about this whole Draymond Green and Jordan Poole situation. And so I have to ask, of course, the resident troll here, because, he's the one that really, I feel like he would be very Draymond Green in this situation. I have to ask, Daryl, how do you feel about the whole situation and how it went down?
Falcon punch. Everybody, you always have a you always have a good reason to give a Falcon punch. You don't need to have to explain anything for that. You just go ahead and just say, "Hey, Falcon punch." You gotta do it with animation. You flame. You get a bird right after your freaking fist. You deserved it. Come on now. You think I'm going over here trash a man giving a Falcon punch? Yeah, good reason to do it.
Listen, bro, I think the real winner here is the freaking video intern that turned that video into TMZ. That man came out with like a cool like 3-point-something mil for that video or something. I think that was the report. It was like between 2 and 3 mil, I believe.
Hey, good for him. He gonna have to pay that to the Warriors because they gonna sue the heck out of him, bro. Oh my God, they are gonna sue his pants off because I can guarantee in his contract somewhere it said, "Hey, you cannot disseminate this video without our permission." So best of luck to him on that. But I have to say, look, I get Daryl that you saying it was funny to see a Falcon punch, but I'm gonna just say Draymond was wrong in this situation. But this is nothing. This is nothing unusual that happens in sports. The reason I say he's wrong is, dog, you should be trying to. First off, you walk up on somebody like Draymond did. It was already a clear sign to me. I don't know about y'all, but it was a clear sign to me that man was trying to fight. Okay, look, if a dude walk up to you with his fist balled up and he got his shirt balled up and both his fists at his waist, he about ready to swing on you. You should know that. So Jordan Poole, my man, if you're gonna choose to then push that dude, you should probably put your hands up after that and not just be like, "Oh no, it's gonna stop at a push." Do you? KYP, baby, know your personnel. Draymond Greene has had to fight and scratch for everything he's got. You think he's afraid of fighting you in practice? Nah, bruh. No. So look, Draymond.
See, this is a classic.
Jordan Poole, get your head right, bruh. Because look, you don't push another grown man and then think that it's just gonna stop there. That's fighting territory. You did now put your hands on that man. He got every right to knock you out.
This is a classic instance of a light skin not knowing the situation. I'm just telling you right now. If Draymond Green would have pushed another, if it would have got in the face of another dark-skinned brother, they probably would have been scrapping. Light-skinned Jordan Poole, he probably thought that it was gonna be over after the push. Like he gonna push, I'm gonna push him, he gonna push me, then everybody gonna get in between us. Draymond didn't let the dark-skinned Draymond. That push was the sound, that was the fighting trumpet right there. You know what I'm saying? That was the we coming in to give you that work.
Look, that was a terrible decision by Jordan Poole. He should have never pushed that man and then not have hhis hands.
I'm pretty sure if they would have just like got each other, like you know what I'm saying, sniffed each other's shoulders, you know, it'd been cool. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have swung on them. But like I said, the push was the sounds of that was the beginning. That was the battle cry right there, bro. The push was the battle cry, and Jordan Poole wasn't prepared because he had a light skin moment in a dark skin situation.
and of course, look, I just gotta simply say, for all y'all dummies out here like Draymond wrong, he wouldn't do that to Steph Curry. You damn right he wouldn't do that to Steph Curry. That's how he eats. That's how his family eat. That's how he got 4 rings. He ain't about to push the man that is responsible for him getting 4 rings. Look, man, everybody on that team could have got it except for Steph Curry. If it was anybody else, he would have done the same.
Oh, I mean, Clay might be close.
Nope.
You think Clay can do?
Clay can get it too. They over here. Look, Clay over here got a max deal while Draymond trying to get his deal renewed, and they was like, "Nah, we good, Brian."
Okay, you're right.
You think he'll give it to Clay too? Okay, because guess what? You know who that team revolves around is one dude, Steph Curry. That's it. He'll never do that, Steph. Look, Draymond may be crazy, but he ain't stupid. Okay,
he know where his bread is buttered.
Exactly. Draymond wasn't out here trying to be. Like, he want a contract extension. He ain't trying to leave Golden State. He don't want to be in a situation where he got to go ring chasing and go around trying to find teams that want him. Like, nah, bro, he trying to look. Draymond trying to get put in the ring of honor in Golden State when he done. He want his jersey retired. He ain't messing with Steph Curry. You crazy? Y'all crazy?
He wasn't Steph. He wouldn't. Of course not, bro. Steph.
Of course.
Steph got him his money he got right now, bro. What you mean?
Like, what? Look, why would he do that with Steph? Steph is the man on that team. Jordan Poole is not the man on that team. So let's just stop that. That's all madness to me. Straight madness. I don't know. I don't get it. People are crazy. I don't know. But got to get into these NFL picks here for the week. So might as well start with talking about Thursday night's game, which was one of the worst football games we have gotten this season. It probably rings in as the worst Thursday night football game of the year. And if you've been paying attention to Thursday night football this year, woof, that means that was a terrible game because Thursday night football has been trash so far this year. Boy, hey, Mase, I know Jeffrey Bezos over there looking at the NFL like, yo, this is the games y'all gave me?
$11 billion, and this is what y'all gave me? Oh my God. I know Jeffrey Bezos is out here punching the air right now.
These are the games that I paid $11 billion for. Oh, we got to fix this. By the way, if y'all haven't seen their next gen feed that they do is awesome. If you're a real
I'm gonna have to
fan,
watch it. I'm gonna have to watch that next week.
It gives
I'm gonna have to put it. I'm
ultimate
gonna have to put it on my Xbox instead of my TV so I can check that out.
Yeah, man, it gives it the all 22. It's pretty dope. The only adjustment I think they should make is before, like pre-snap, they have the players' head names like above their heads. I think they should put them on the feet just because visually, sometimes as they're going, you don't see parts of the line because that person's nameplate is over that, right? It goes away right as the ball snap, right? But they should just keep it by the feet. I think it would just make the visual way, way better. But other than that, gotta say the experience is excellent. But to the point of the game that it was actually played on Thursday, oh man, bro.
As a Bear fan, I know you went through it because the few it was from my perspective. Even if Justin Fields makes the right read, he doesn't have time to get the ball out comfortably. So I mean, he looks bad, but at the same time, his offensive line is not doing him a lick of justice.
Look, I'm gonna say it played on. There's plays that he should have made, right? I know it's arguable with some people, right? Whether the tight end was wrong on that or whether Fields missed the throw. Regardless, they didn't connect on it. You have to connect on that throw, right? You have to get those points. The interception, you have to get that ball up and over the D lineman. You can't be throwing it right into a D lineman's helmet. Like that's unacceptable. That's not good. But there was also
in the end zone, missing high is almost what you want to do. I mean, like I said,
miss high in the end zone.
In the middle of the field, okay, I get it. Like missing high, you're probably gonna get picked. But in the red zone, you miss high, bro. That's just you just get another down.
Yep. So I have to say, those were alarming, but he did a lot of good. The thing that's super alarming to me still, and the alarms just keep going off more and more each week, is that I keep feeling like Luke Getsy does not understand how to call plays for the type of quarterback that has the talent that Justin Fields has. My perfect example for this is the fourth down that they got stopped on in the red zone. Why are you having him turn around and hand the ball off when you have a quarterback that runs a 4-4 and you're not running any read option in that situation? To then
a read option or
hold on. So then put the guy who made the play on the ball in conflict. The reason he made the play was because he had nothing to worry about. He knew he could just come on the edge and crash down and make a play. But guess what? If you call read option, you put him in conflict. But Luke Getsy doesn't seem to understand this. So at this point, I'm out on Luke Getsy, man. I'm out on this guy. He don't know what he's doing.
I mean, even then, with his skill set, you run that read option and let him go straight down the line and give him a pass option there. I mean, the option for your quarterback to roll out and choose whether or not the defense is allowing him to make a pass or him to just run it into the corner of the end zone. If we're being honest, there's very few defensive linemen or linebackers that are going to meet him at the edge of the end zone before he gets there. We're not going. This man ain't slow. There's no way around it. Like how are Washington calling designed QB runs for Carson Wentz? But yet we can't get, like, say you can't get a read option. You can't get like a 5 wide QB draw when you know they're going to be in man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, I get it. You want to keep your quarterback out of harm's way. But I mean, when the offensive line is a turnstile out there in pass plays, you might as well give your guy a chance on a designed run. You might as well give your guy a chance on read options. You might as well run pass options, like move the pocket left or right. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something to give him a half the field read with an option to run. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only got to read the right side of the field. If it ain't there, take off, because we've moved the pocket right and we've got a guy lead blocking you in case you need to get out of there. Something, bro. Like, just make it simple.
Look, anybody,
because I mean the run, like Chicago's run game, they get it done.
Beautiful.
They get it done. But yet you can't. Like,
here's what upsets me the most about this, Mase. Greg Roman literally has already given you the entire keys of the scheme you should be running. He already gave you the keys. He said, look, when you have a guy that has this extreme talent, this is the way that you use it, right? And Mase, you know, we've talked about it on Sportsball since it began. We don't think Greg Roman is some super offensive genius. You know what I mean? That's not what we think of him. But he's smart enough to be like, hey, wait a minute. I got a quarterback who's faster than everyone on the field. And that means I can make the defense always have to play 11 on 11. All the time, they got to play 11 on 11. But guess what? He does not use that to his advantage. It's part of why I'm out on him as an offensive coordinator. I know some people will say, oh, isn't it too soon to make that assessment? Look, man, I've watched the plays that he calls. It'd be one thing if he was calling appropriate plays and they just weren't working because the personnel's not good enough, right? But you're not even calling the right plays. You're not even calling stuff that will use your quarterback skill set to his advantage. I mean, for goodness sake, think about it. They basically didn't roll him out for the whole, like, from basically the first quarter, right, till the fourth quarter. They basically didn't roll him out of the pocket once.
I'm no offensive coordinator, but the amount of speed that Chicago has on the edges, if you run, bunch formations, put guys in motion, put the defense in conflict before the snap, somebody's gonna end up running wide open, or you're gonna start catching linebackers doing this here while somebody's ear holding them for a 20-yard run. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
It's not rocket science.
It's not. I just don't get it. You, like I said, you got a quarterback that talented as a runner and a passer. Move the pocket. Give him half the field reads.
He's too busy trying to make him into Aaron Rodgers instead of using him for what he is, which is a guy that still has to develop more. Because every young quarterback, no matter who you are, right? Everybody has to develop. Doesn't matter how good.
Yeah, I don't care what you are, bro. You have to, regardless of what you've done as a offensive coordinator, play caller, whatever the case may be, you've got to be able to look at who you got on the field and how to best utilize. Chicago got extremely fast over this offseason. And I mean, we can't get no jet sweeps. We can't get no reverses, nothing.
Look, this is Mase. This is why, if you remember when we talked about the Bears hiring decision, this is why I wanted an offensive guy, because an offensive guy was going to put everything he had into making that quarterback work. Everything.
Yeah, because his credibility is on the line at that point. Eberflus ain't got nothing to lose by having the offense look bad.
I'm not saying that a good defensive coordinator doesn't have value, and some of those guys that are out there that are coordinators that are really good, are special. I'm not disputing that. But in this league now, if your offense isn't right, you do not have a chance to win anything. Everybody can put up points, okay? Everyone can put up points. So if your offense stinks, you're not going to be a competitive team.
Like if your offensive coordinator isn't in the line for head coaching jobs the following offseason, then you probably wasn't that good on offense because everybody's trying to snatch up every offensive coordinator out there that's worth anything.
For goodness sake, Zach Taylor got a head coaching job because he was at the feet of Sean McVay, and everybody knew he wasn't even calling.
Oh, and also the guy in Minnesota right now, same thing.
Oh, Kevin Connell, yep.
Yeah. I mean, look at Mike McDaniels got a head coaching job off of Kyle Shanahan. Come on, bro.
So, yeah, and then even on top of that, Brian Daboll, the guy who probably should have hired. Look at how he's got the Giants playing. They are competitive in every damn game that they play.
And the crazy thing is, Daniel Jones does not look good, but yet he understands how to utilize what he does have.
Dude, Daniel Jones has been objectively trash. Okay, if we're being honest. They've been having in the red zone people. This is how bad Daniel Jones is, okay? They're running the Wildcat in the red zone because they're like, we can't trust this dude down here. We'd rather just hike it to Saquon and let him figure it out.
Like,
give it to Daniel Jones.
That is a guy knowing his personnel. That is a guy knowing where his bread is buttered, and he gonna make sure he eat.
Facts. So, Getsy, it's not too late for you to turn it around because we have seen where guys adjust, right? We've seen Greg Roman, right? He had a scheme for Joe Flacco, and then Joe Flacco went down. They built a scheme for Lamar, right? I understand it's going to take time, but I need to start seeing some things that use this quarterback's abilities to the best possible extent that they can, because what he's doing right now, that ain't it, bro. Not in the league now, okay? Unless you had, look, what Getsy wants to do works if you have Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, maybe Dak. That's about it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because those are three guys that are going to actively just really sit in the pocket. Those three guys don't really move. Like Dak, he has mobility, but he more so moves himself around in the pocket.
Yeah, Dak, he's elusive. I wouldn't even call him mobile anymore because he doesn't want to run. Mm-hmm. So he's going to find a way to step up in the pocket, slide left, slide right in the pocket, stay there, make a play.
Yeah, it
took him a while to get there. That wasn't like it took John Kitna to teach him how to get comfortable in the pocket.
Look at the offense they ran for Dak that first year he was a starter. They made the reads so easy for him.
Oh yeah,
they used his skill set to their advantage, but then they allowed him to continue to grow and to become more comfortable as the pocket passer.
Yeah, it was a lot of play action. We gonna move you left or right. If your number one ain't open, if you ain't comfortable going to number two, take off.
Mm-hmm. Easy money. So, Getsy, as a Bears fan here, I'm gonna tell you, bruh, everybody already looking at you funny. You better get it together quick, cause hey, look. The Bears are moving to Arlington. They trying to have a good team by the time that stadium is done being built in Arlington. And if you ain't part of the process of getting us there, you about to be out of here. So better get right, Getsy. But we might as well get into this week's games here because we've got to get in the picks this week. So we might as well start with the start of the Sunday games here. We have got Ravens at Giants. Both teams are playing pretty doggone good football, like we talked about, outside of Daniel Jones, and how he's been playing individually. Both teams have been playing pretty well. Seems like that Ravens defense last week has finally started to round into some type of form that they can say, okay, we can rely on you. Harbaugh gave them trust, and they didn't make them pay for it. You know what I mean? They still, they gave up the points, but they made it hard. They didn't just give up a big play like they did against the Dolphins and stuff like that. So they have that going. The Giants, like we said, Dayball's got them playing amazing ball. They're coming out from a very, very big victory against the Packers last week. Speaking of the Packers, there's then I forget who it was that reported it, but they said that sources inside of the Packers organization are saying that Aaron Rodgers says he's done after this year. I hope that's true, but we'll have to let that play out over time. But for this game, Ravens versus Giants, Mase, who you got?
Style-wise, I think this is gonna be. I think this bodes well for Baltimore, just because we don't know if the Giants are capable of producing big plays in the passing game, and we've seen, like, for whatever reason, Baltimore's just been kind of susceptible to the big play, and outside of Saquon, the Giants really aren't getting that from anywhere else. So I think Baltimore takes this one. It's probably going to be fairly low scoring because that Giants defense is. Listen, Wink Martindale, hey, my boy, he does not care who is playing quarterback. My man will heat you up all game. He don't care. His players don't care. His players don't care who's at receiver, who's at running back, who's on the line. None of that. Them boys, they know how they gonna play, and they know the calls that they defensive coordinator gonna call. They know what their game plan is. I love it. I hate the Giants, but I love the confidence that defense has, because you know how ballsy you gotta be to come out at the beginning of the game and show zero coverage with 7 guys rushing. Like, who cares? Figure it. If y'all beat us, y'all beat us. If not, we taking somebody's head off. You gotta, as a football fan, you gotta love it. But I'm still picking Baltimore.
So, where you were just as impressed as I was that they were able to do that defensively last week without having Leonard Williams, right? Who we both know is a certified dog, right?
Yeah,
that was crazy. All right, so Daryl, who you got?
Giants.
Wow,
quick! I love it.
Okay, this is an easy one for me. MVP Lamar about to ball out. He's not somebody that you want to do 0 against because he's figured out how to start making guys pay. I think we're going to see one of those, like, how dudes have Heisman moments. I think this is going to be Lamar's MVP game right here, where we're like, oh yeah, that's right. This dude is that good.
Because I mean, if he gets past the front line, if he gets past that front 7, house call. Because most of them are going to be on the line anyways, bro. I mean, like I said, that the Giants, they don't hide it. They don't care. They don't hide it. They're gonna stack 7 on the line, and you got to figure out who's rushing and who ain't.
All right, so moving forward here, we've got Jags versus Colts. Mase, who you got?
Oh man, you know what? I got the Jags here. Shaquille Leonard and I believe Defoe are both out for this game. No, Kwity Paye. I think that's how you say his name. Not Defoe, but they're 2 big pieces on the defense, and you can't act like that's not going to impact that team. So
who you got?
Jets.
Colts.
So real bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. I'm going Jags here. This is pretty easy for me. I will be damned if I trust Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan has looked terrible this year.
Look, if y'all gonna kill us about some of the stuff we said in the offseason, I think it's crap. But the one thing you can most definitely kill us for is we both thought Matt Ryan was going to be good for the Colts. And man, how have you been worse for them than Carson Wentz was, bro? Like
that's the thing. They downgraded Carson Wentz.
How?
He downgraded from Carson Wentz.
Oh my goodness, Jesus!
I think he's accounted for the most turnovers in football this year.
Something like that. Yeah,
I think he has like 11 lost fumbles, or is it 11 total turnovers that he's lost?
Let's see here, Matthew Ryan,
because it's just ridiculous, bro.
Well, he's got 7 picks,
and
He's got 2 fumbles. Yeah, so he's got 9 turnovers.
Okay, but I thought he was gonna be good for them, bro. Like, you got a run game. We knew that was in place. I mean, he was just gonna be able to play action and kind of like hit his guy. It's been bad news the entire time there. He downgraded from Carson Wentz.
Yes. I don't know how that even happens. But moving forward here, goodness gracious, download. I'm still getting over that. Like, I still can't believe he's worse than Carson Wentz at this point. This is bad. We've got Patriots at Browns. Mase, who you got?
I don't know what to make of this Browns team, man. Because it's just weird. I got Patriots.
But
I don't know. Like Nick Chubb is balling. Like, balling. But they've got nothing else to show for their performances up to this point. Come on, man. It's weird.
Yeah, for me, I'm just going Browns. This is a flip a coin game.
Yeah.
I think Nick Chubb is he's the deciding factor for me. He's the best player on offense and through both of those teams. So going Nick Chubb. Daryl, who you got?
Pets. Patriots. Obviously. Win or lose, I rise.
Gross. All right. We have got now Bengals at Patriots. Mase, who you got? Bengals at Saints, excuse me. Oh, geez.
I was about to say, they're playing double games. Yeah, hard time.
I got the Bengals here. I think they're starting to figure out how teams are playing defense against them. So yeah. I don't know. They got to do something. They got to find a way to get Joe Mixon involved in the game a little bit more. He can't be out there 2.8 yards a carry and stuff like that. But I know James. I will say this though. Anytime a top receiver comes into town and Marshawn Lattimore is out on the field, you know it's going to be a good show. So I that battle between him and Chase is going to be pretty solid, I think. But some just tells me Bengals, man. Some just tells me Bengals.
Daryl, who you got?
Bengals.
Awesome. Thanks. Good talk. All right. Yeah, this is an easy one for me. I'm going Bengals. I don't believe in the Saints anymore. They've lost all my belief. So, nah, we good. All right, moving forward here, we got Bucks at Steelers. Mase, who you got?
I got the Bucks. Man, the Steelers got so much going on right now, man. Minka's out. TJ Watt's out. That defense is in shambles. Yeah, this has got to be Bucks, man.
They doing some heavy promo in that game though on Fox. They throwing like little stories like it was like a pay-per-view started up for like the Bucks and Bengals. The Bucks and freaking Steelers. I'm picking Bucks automatically. I'd go with Brady all day. I don't care. That's just good. That's the difference.
Yeah, I'm going Bucks here. The Steelers are they're a mess. I honestly, Mase, I think this is the best thing that could have happened for the Steelers this year. Let the season goes to crap early. You end up being bad. You can be in a position to where you might be able to trade up and get you a real quarterback. Because let me tell you something. Kenny Pickett is not it. That dude is a wolf.
I get that, but dog, listen, ain't no way they gonna invest that type of money into the quarterback position 2 years in a row. I just don't see it.
Didn't we say the same thing about the Cardinals? And they did it.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, if you're in the Bryce Young, CJ Stroud sweepstakes, I mean, I guess you just got all bets are off.
Exactly. All right, so moving forward here, we've got 49ers at Falcons. Mase, who you got?
I'm taking the 49ers here. that defense. Listen, that defensive line is about to. They're gonna dominate the game. Simple.
Oh, this is beyond easy. One team has Marcus Mariota, okay? And he has to play against one of the best defenses in the league. Ain't no chance I'm picking Marcus Mariota and Niners all day. Daryl, who you got?
Not the Falcons. Tell you that. Why do we even discuss this? Why do you even come around and just give me an option like there's a Falcons pick? I'm not picking Falcons.
I mean, dog, I gotta at least give you the option, right?
That isn't an option. Would you pick that option for the Super Bowl? I bet you wouldn't.
I never picked the Falcons in the Super Bowl. They could win 3 Super Bowls in a row, and I still wouldn't pick them to win the Super Bowl. Like, nah, bro. But moving forward here, just so it's clear, everybody, that was a 49er sweep there, just like it was a Bucs sweep there. So moving forward here, we have got Jets versus Packers. Mase, who you got?
Surprise pick. I'm taking the Jets. For whatever listen, bro, for whatever reason, I don't understand this. To have the type of defense that Green Bay has, they don't utilize their defensive weapons. I don't know why, but teams are like, I think they're allowing like the second highest completion percentage in the league right now or something like that. I don't understand.
Why, Mase? Because they're frauds.
That, I mean, Sauce Gardner is as advertised, and Green Bay has nobody to challenge that secondary.
Nope. Daryl, who you got?
Jets.
Wow. I am actually going to pick the Packers here. I feel like this game is going to come down to Zach Wilson turning the ball over. I don't think he's going to play bad, but I think it's going to be one of those games where one turnover is going to decide it. So I got to go. Go Packers here.
That's fair.
Plus, man, it's still the Jets, bro.
I feel you, bro, but like, Sauce is for real.
He is. All right, so moving forward here, we've got Vikings at Dolphins. Mase, who you got?
Vikings. Tua's still out. That offense is not going to be the same. Jettas is going to abuse whoever's on him. I've got nothing else with it because we know Miami's going to come out in
Vikings.
Zero coverage.
I got Vikings.
Yeah, well, this show has picked a Viking sweep because, boy, Miami looks boo without Tua at quarterback. And
listen,
he ain't
man,
that great.
I know Justin Jefferson is he over here. Single coverage all game. Hey, that man is out there plotting to destroy them.
All right, moving forward here, we have got Panthers at Rams. 2 teams that have just had awful seasons so far. So, Mase, who you got?
Panthers are in full tank mode. It seems like every day we hear about another player potentially being traded from that team. I'm going Rams.
Yeah, the latest word on that is that Brian Burns will be out the door before the trade deadline. Daryl, who you got?
Rams.
Yep, this is a Rams sweep.
Yeah, I believe it is. Baltimore has a trade in place for DJ Moore. They're just trying to hold out to get a first round pick instead of a second from them. I believe. I think that's the word.
I'm gonna just say it plain out and simple. Okay. If y'all see me start picking Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold to win games in the NFL, send help immediately. Okay, just send help. Y'all know I'm in trouble. Okay. Because I ain't picking neither of them. Not happening. All right, moving forward here, we've got Cards at Seahawks. Mase, who you got? Do you think Kyler Murray did his homework this week?
Didn't we just get a Call of Duty beta?
Well, we got the beta.
How long has it been out?
Now we're getting ready to, it's about to start releasing. I think they've actually already got the review ones out there to everyone. Because the game comes out next week.
No, 28th.
28th.
Okay, well, anyways, I got Seahawks. Cardinals just look bad. Kyler Murray looks bad.
Daryl, who you got?
I'm picking Mace's pick. I don't have confidence in any of these teams. Not week 6.
Yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks myself. Kyler Murray's been playing Call of Duty all week. Ain't no way he actually is ready to play this game.
Rich people always have the games, man.
For the next like month, I probably won't be picking the Cardinals because I know Kyler Murray's not doing his homework for the next month.
Call of Duty's dropping.
Yeah, not
he's in there. So. He's in the game.
I still do find it hilarious how Mase brought up the best point though that somebody had showed where as his performances went down, his KD in Call of Duty has went up. So
yeah, as his completion percentages and record have gone down, his KD in Call of Duty has gone up each year. Like it's ridiculous. Listen. Do about 10 minutes of Twitter searching. I promise you're gonna find it, bro. It's ridiculous.
All right, moving forward here to the game. Well, one of the games of the week, because I think there's 2 games that could have this argument here. We have got Bills at Chiefs. Mase, who you got?
If the Bills are the team that I think they are, they got to win this game. Plain out and simple. You can't lose in the playoffs to the Chiefs and then turn around. You get better as a team and then come back in the regular season and lose to them again. Like you can't do it. If the Bills are who a lot of people, including myself, think they are as a team, they got to win.
See, this one is it leaves me conflicted just because I picked Josh Allen to win the MVP. Right. I also picked the Bills to get into the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I believe we both did.
I don't think this is their moment to beat Kansas City. I think Kansas City is going to just be that team that is going to have their number, and the way that they get to the Super Bowl is somebody has to upset Kansas City for them, and they end up getting there that way. Because I tell y'all boys, week after week after week after week, I am always betting on black, baby. Kansas City all day. Let's go, Patty. Let's go, Patty. You reminded them boys why you the MVP last week. Show them again, Patty. Show them again. Chiefs all day. Daryl, who you got?
Bills.
So dramatic just to say Bills. So ridiculous. But moving forward here, we have got the other game of the week. 2 teams fighting for control of their division in the NFC East. One of them that Mase has been hating on all season long, and the other is his team. We've got Cowboys at Eagles. Mase, who you got?
The fact that you're even asking me this question, I get it, but
is he gonna finally pick him for once? Is he gonna pick him? Is he scared of the streak? Are you scared of the streak?
We about to listen, bro. This team does pose the biggest threat to us thus far. We haven't faced a mobile quarterback, but I ain't worried about Philadelphia. You know who's suiting up tonight or tomorrow night or tonight when y'all gonna be listening to this tomorrow morning. You know who's suiting up? 11 from heaven. Micah Parsons is going. Listen, I don't know how he gonna get there, but Jalen Hurts. I'll tell you something, dog. I don't know what made you provoke this defense, but you in for a world of trouble, bro.
Daryl, who you got, man?
I gotta pick a dumbass team. I gotta pick Cowboys.
$5.
I'm not. Yep, that's my second from last. Second from
Hey,
last.
you got one more left.
That's my
You got
second.
one- you
And
got
I had
one
to
more
use
left.
it. I had to use it because this is so bad. Like I have to choose between this butt team and this butt team. I don't care if they have a streak. Hey, I tell you, this is a repeat from last year. Cardinals was looking good at one point, you know. It all goes downhill. They just setting up the blueprint right now. So at this time, I'm going to have to pick the 5-point star Cowboys. I gotta pick them.
Listen, bro, Trayvon Diggs has a interception in every single game he's played against the Eagles. That includes games that Jalen Hurts has been the quarterback for.
I'm saving my last one, my last strike. I'm saving my last strike, and I know what I want to save it for. I'm going to make it on week 11. Calling it right now.
He ain't gonna make it to week 11, because we already know that. So that'll just be a fresh find for him in week 11. We already know. This is an easy one for me.
Here you go. He's gonna pick the Eagles. Watch. Look at him.
Of course he is. He's
As good as that.
been trying to talk them boys up this entire time, bro.
This man's like the complete sellout of sellouts. See, that's what happens when you slick back your hair. You end up being a sellout. You start picking the Eagles. You know what? You start picking the Packers. You know what? This man talks so much trash about the Packers
and picked them.
Yeah, like come on now. We already know you're a sellout. You might as well sell out again. Come on, say the Eagles and then go over with it. Let's go.
Y'all good now? Y'all good?
Yeah, just go ahead and pick the Eagles.
Y'all good now, right?
Go ahead and pick the Eagles.
So this is the game when I think having Cooper Rush out there finally catches up for them. This is going to be the game that they realize that Dak needs to be back. And as I brought up earlier, we're going to have to talk about one of our homeboys going on TV talking about K-Bell, my boy. You over there talking about they need to ride with Cooper Rush. Is you high? Is you dumb? Is you stupid? Have you not seen Cooper Rush? Cooper Rush is not the reason y'all been winning these games. That defense is the reason y'all been winning games. So for you as a Cowboys fan to sit there and say, oh, we got to ride with Cooper Rush, you are the reason why Cowboy fans are so hated in this country, because y'all say stupid stuff like that. Okay? Foolishness, K-Bell. We love you, though, brother. We love you. But that was crazy, K-Bell.
Listen, bro, I have never in my life had to defend Dak Prescott so hard as I have during this 4-game win streak. People have lost their minds talking about Cooper Rush.
So I know they've got all the Cooper Rush hype and everything, but for me, this is a game where it's going to come down to quarterback play. One quarterback can make some plays because both defenses are good, right? The Cowboys defense, to me, is better. I feel like they're a Super Bowl quality defense, a team, the type that can, with just enough offense, can get you there, right? Because they turn you over. They make plays on third downs. They don't allow a lot of big plays, right? So that's a Super Bowl quality defense. I think it comes down to the quarterback making a play, and I do not trust Cooper Rush to make a play against this Eagles defense and on a big stage like that, because the lights are going to be on that. So I don't think that's performance for him.
As much as I hate on Mike McCarthy, the fact that he's got in Kellen Moore's ear and forced him to come with schemes that fit the personnel out there, I got to give him credit. Like I hate on Mike McCarthy so much. I really do. I dislike him. I don't want him to be my head coach, but I have to give him credit, bro, because with Cooper Rush out there at quarterback, he has forced Kellen Moore to simplify the offense. They run the ball more, easy reads, play actions. I mean,
cool.
I just gotta give him credit, bro. Like I hate on the guy so much.
Hey,
Daryl, I gotta give him a little credit.
Daryl, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to clip that sound up and just send it to you so you can put it on the soundboard. So when he hates Mike McCarthy later this season, we can play that clip for him. All right, we can make sure we play it for him.
Listen, bro, I told you I hate him. Like
by week 14, you will be cursing his name.
Nah, bro, because I ain't getting fined over Mike McCarthy. He ain't got that much power over me.
All right, and the last game we've got this week is Broncos at Chargers. We got let Russ cook, where he's handing stuff out that if you handed it to Chef Gordon Ramsay, he'd be like, "It's raw." We got Chef Raw cooking Russ. We got him versus the Chargers, who are just this year's can't get right, Mase. We gotta call them. We had other a team that can't get right last year. I think it's the Chargers this year, Mase. They the new can't get right.
Before I make my pick, did you hear the sound bite between Richard Sherman and
Oh boy, I thought he was ready to lose.
No. Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch, where I guess they was on like a podcast or something. They were talking about like you can't even call Russell Wilson. You gotta make a schedule with his manager to talk to him. You didn't hear that? Listen, bro, I'm picking the Chargers real quick, but let me try to find this.
Hold on, I got it right here. Hold on, let me check this out.
Listen, bro.
So, Daryl, who you got here?
Chargers. Charge me up.
Oh God, I just saw what Marshawn said. Thanks for filling there, Daryl. As you know, I was reading the video. You just one word, make your pick. Thanks again. Good talk. Good guy. But you made up.
But like, now that we have like a small piece of insight of who Russ may actually be, he may not be this whole team first guy, this whole let's ride dude. Do you think that might actually be playing a part in how terrible this offense looks for the Broncos? Like, do you feel like maybe the rest of his team feel like he's unreachable, like he's not somebody that they can?
When your teammates feel like they have to go through your manager to get to you, to have a real conversation with you, and these are guys that you work around like 7 days a week for at least 18, 19 weeks, you're probably a butthole. You probably just are, right? Like plain out and simple, you're probably the problem, which is why I have to apologize to Pete Carroll for calling him washed, because Pete then proved us wrong. It wasn't Pete that was washed. It was Russ that was washed. So all that being said, Mase, who do you say you got on this game?
I have the Chargers. Yeah, I went ahead and took the Chargers, bro. Like, Russ
Daryl,
just ain't cooking.
I picked Chargers. Both of y'all gotta look at your phone in a second.
Yeah, this is an easy one for me. They gonna let Russ cook, and he about to give them an unfinished meal tonight. So this is easy. Or excuse me, on Monday night. So this is easy. Chargers all day. Now we have to pick one more game, and that is next Thursday's game, and that is Saints versus Cardinals. Mase, who you got? Is Kyler Murray going to do his homework?
So it's a Thursday night game. Thursday night games are weird, so yeah, I'll go ahead and pick the Cardinals, man. You never know how these Thursday night games are going to play out. Like 3 days rest in between a Sunday and a Thursday night game. You never know.
I know y'all seen that one.
I see you, Russ, bro. Y'all, oh man, you guys ridiculous.
Y'all guys see that one.
Ridiculous.
I literally see that on Facebook.
Daryl, who you got, man? Who you got, man?
I think I got Cardinals.
Base, you said Saints, right?
No, I said the Cardinals, bro. These Thursday night games are weird, so I'll go ahead and pick the Cardinals, bro. There's no rhyme or reason for it. I'm just Thursday night game.
I'm going Saints. Kyler Murray is not doing his homework, bro. Call of Duty about to be out. I told you I ain't picking them over the next month. It's not happening. I'm sticking true to my word. Look, they could be playing the 0-16 Lions team, and I would be like, I'm gonna take that Lions team. I'm gonna take them because Kyler Murray's not doing his homework. It's not happening. It's not what he does. It's Call of Duty season. Goodness gracious. Mase, tell the people where to find you.
Oh, you know, man, hit me up on Twitter, funky_stuff09, twitch.tv/swaggy Mase. Come hang out, ask some questions, watch me do some crazy stuff on Xbox, whatever it may be. Hit your boy up.
Daryl, tell the people where to find you, Mr. Low Elo Janitor. Low Elo.
Instagram and Twitch. I'm on a hiatus of games, but I'm not doing anything on Twitch. But Instagram, definitely there. Whoop.
That boy said whoop.
Whoop. Whoop. You know, other thing. I want to take that. God has a plan for me. It's just not working yet.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop. You stop right now. You stop. Had enough of your foolishness. At JSpan the Man everywhere, people, make sure you'll either see my pretty face or you will see the ITC logo. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share everything to us. Make sure you rate and review us. Again, if you rate us 4 stars instead of 5 stars, I'm going to forever call you a hater for the rest of your life. And that's just the way that goes. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for sitting down and enjoying another resounding episode of your favorite weekly sports show. And that is ITC
Sportsball.
Let's ride. That's
Dumb
what we
guy.
gonna do. Let's ride.